iRacing E-Series live here tonight from the famous Talladega Super Speedway. It is for the 6th breakdown season of the iRacing E-Series. Currently qualifying underway, as you see here. Good look now. Drivers here so far. I will not completed here. Drivers, so breakdowns seem pretty different once we get second lap times counting here. Coming underway. Gonna look at top 5. It's supposed to be Ryan Worley. We'll put it on a pole for now, which will consider by 3/1000ths of a second from the second place Will Runner. So very close times here already. This is the first couple of guys 13 times in here. As now Brandon Wilson looks like he puts it top of the board 3/1000ths of a second faster than Ryan Worley. 3/1000ths of a second intervals right now between first, second, and then second and third place. So only 4/1000ths between third and fourth place. So it's very fast and very close times here, as you see Bobby Hash at the 30 machine out on track right now, trying to turn his time and put himself on the grid in a good spot. Got some guys sitting up here. These guys are not able to make a time as they don't have enough time to get the speed. First lap, you're going next to the wall, along your out lap, run next to the wall, build that speed up, and your second lap, you're going to run the bottom. Basically the fastest way around here, Talladega Speedway and qualifying trim. So that is how they go for these drivers, try to run that bottom line pretty much and hold their own. But also interesting news right now, not really related to this race, but Chevrolet announced that they'll be changing over to the Camaro SS next year for the Cup Series. So this Camaro 01, which is pretty much short-lived for only one season. As 38, of course, Edge Fair driving that 38 machine, gonna put it on a spot. You're gonna find a 1K. Bobby Hash is trying to turn his time right now. 180 miles an hour without the grass. So that put him up to just in time before the end of qualifying. Not quite sure what exact position it put him in, but definitely was pretty close for sure. Right there for the driver, the number 30 machine that put up a time in time for qualifying and actually ended there. Then his drivers are starting to grid up here. And we're taking to the LCTV starting grid here in just a moment. Start the roll here on the grid, thinking now through the LCTV starting grid. Show how these drivers will line up for tonight's event. So on the pole, Brandon Wilson running a 51.203. We'll put that number 501 machine on the pole here. Looking outside, Ryan Worley, 1,000 seconds slower than the machine going off the lead. For number 2 here tonight, we have Will Runner in the 37 machine is outside Jay Spears. Very close times in here, 3/1000ths of a second actually between those third and fourth place drivers. So top 4 was separated by 3/1000ths of a second of each other. Greg Sony right there. For tonight, he's top in the number 1 machine if he wins the season, I believe. Bobby Hash on his outside, driving number 30, good red Chevrolet. Number 5 here tonight, kicking it off. You have Jeff Spooner in the number 44 machine on the outside. Eric Reinhardt in the 710. Behind them, compared to that, the 8 machine, Paul Darkside, the 4 and 13. And row number 7 here, we have, I should have said for qualifiers, but behind these guys, you have the 8 of Cruz Andy Jr., rainy race winner, won last weekend at Charlotte Roval. Eagle Grasper on the outside, Russell Nash back there, Scott Leitner, coach Jesse Fox, Peter Kahn, Brad Ashford, and Ryan Kuzar, and Donnie Lee. And I'm going to set your field of drivers here as the pace cars working out. Interesting enough. These guys will get set here. The little green flag. Car race in, race number 6 of the iRacing series. But these guys loose on a 2.66 mile speedway.
Green flag.
Green flag is out and away here from Talladega. Started modified one machine of Brian Wilson. Brian Willie hands with him on the outside, but the final one currently now has the advantage. It's actually the guy that's got down to the 10 machine drops down. The 501 of Brian Wilson in front of the little one. I'm going to qualify third. That goes up before the 2 machine with a slide right in front of the 37 machine. Already kind of going single file here on the start. Would be up there in the top lane. 7 machine looks like maybe? Yeah, 27 right there. All by himself up there on the outside. We got a brake train here. Start already single file. Now, trying to find a way in line. Passing one machine to Jason Pop and maybe trying to find a slot behind him. We want Jeff Spooner to take that spot. Looks like he won't. 27 machine be up across, so we're going to slide down right there in front of the 44 machine. Now actually got a driver challenging the outside of 710. Push the rain race winner there, the 8 machine of Cooper Jr. All the 413. Got a couple cars back here all lined up, but that's only about it for guys actually. Looks like Bruce and 37 going to push here to the 2 of line 1. Actually getting the first career start here tonight. A couple guys actually getting the first start there. Ryan Worley in that 2 machine. I believe 60 time. Ryan Mashborn in 3 shift because also his first start. Potentially here tonight. So it's an interesting aim. It's down 2 wide up front. 12 trying to gain some position from on top side actually. Yeah, push there from the top. Already going 3 wide almost. Instead of the 10, let's go 3 wide on the outside of the 12, but he decided to pull back in line behind him instead and not push it this early. And so, into the back, trying to get 3 wide on the outside. 8 there to push it, 8's back, he's back, got to go to the middle, go underneath him, and I think that position right now goes to the bottom, so back 2 wide once again here. Pretty aggressive racing so far here from Talladega already, but nothing has caused an accident so far so good here. We come to Trelva here, and actually down with 20 with help from the 37 machine. You guys are kind of teammates here. Oh, the 10 gonna go below the final 1 for the race lead, but he backs out of the below the yellow line. cannot make that pass, so he's back out of it. Almost caused an accident right there. Good job. Oh, we got a caution though anyhow. Oh, the 6 machine, Russ Nash involved.
All right, buddy, had a couple laps by yourself there. How'd it feel?
Ford Mustang, Ford Fusion. Also, all the 7 has a lot of damage. Looks like a 3-car accident here in turns number 1 and 2. That brought the first caution flag of the night. Not quite sure what happened. Brian Broussard. I see Jesse Fox right there. So a lot of guys pretty tore up here. Actually, Scott Leitner went to toe to pit road. So I want to take a look at what exactly happened to these drivers to cause this accident, because that was pretty big. So we're gonna look here, going to the trail. We're gonna look at the 6 machine here, Russ Nash, and that's it at Camry. Let's see, he's going to the tri-oval, comes out of the tri-oval. His car actually like gets loose. So he actually gets loose, gets into the side of the 12 machine, goes down and across the nose of the 413, goes through the grass. Let's have some failure issues. Oh, it goes right back on track in front of into the 66 and 7 machine. That 69 also piling in there. Pretty hard hits. That was a very weird wreck. I've never seen anybody wreck. I guess he just got loose coming to the tri-oval. I've seen that before, but it was like super delayed. It was weird. We're on board now with the number 8. It was like kind of sure he got loose underneath the machine. I looked at it, she had it saved, but we looked at the grass, go back and track, and oh, man, hard hit. Oh my gosh, just got over on his roof right there. Amazing. The car staying on all 4s for this part there. Did not flip over. 38 drives by. They're going to go on board with the driver number 66 machine here. Scott Leitner, as this all happened right in front of him, in front of India. Can't tell where he is. He's yelling right to the best. Wow, hard hit. Actually gets towed to pit road like immediately by iRacing. Oh, I guess not actually. Looks like he just got blown up big time there. So he's actually got to sit in pit road here. And gets his repairs done. It's now, so you're going to come down pit road for the most part anyhow. So these guys staying out. A few drivers actually staying out here. Looks like the 6, of course, will pit. The 3 is actually help out on pit road. The 7, of course. 33 is going to come down pit road. 69 got a damage. 66, the 80, 38, 44, 12. The 1 going to roll pit road here. So interesting guys pitting. And actually, 413 machine had a lot of front end damage. He decided not to come down pit road right there. He got into the 6 machine as he spun down the track. So interesting strategy there to not pit. Ryan Rowland, his first career start here, currently up front. In lead, it was 6 laps completed, so 65 laps here. Now I see the series, and it's a good opportunity now to caution to thank some of the official partners of the iRacing E Series. That of course, being Express Auto Salon, along with DCH Grain, official partners of the iRacing East Series. Also, a quick little announcement here. I don't know if you saw it earlier on our Facebook page, but we recently announced that we have now had a partnership with a new league to broadcast Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check out the VASR Stock Car Championship Series. So they'll be racing the Xfinity cars Tuesday nights again at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you come out and check out that new league. Always exciting, of course, and starting November 27th is the first race at Daytona. So looking forward to that, of course. Based on the first caution flag here. Looks like lights are out on the iRacing.com official Ford Mustang pace car. Go back. Green flag racing here once again from Talladega. Under the first caution flag here. Well, we're not going to do this under the warm-up laps here. You go through the grid. We're going to look at the track info here at Talladega Superspeedway. 2.65 miles. Track elevation 540.26 feet. Track temperature currently 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Look at Lincoln, Alabama. And of course, track weather here 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Air temperature, wind direction 5 miles an hour to the west. Wind humidity 0.5. Clear sky conditions here. Great day in racing in Alabama. The two in the Final One machine started on the front row, but now reversed. The lead, actually, top four, all the exact same from how they qualified. Just the front row is flipped pretty much. So interesting start of the race so far. Fastest guy qualifying, fastest guys in qualifying. I think the fastest guys here in the race. Another two looks like you can get it fired back up. I'm trying to see you on the caution. Check up there, but no harm, no foul. Guys pitted here at 66 machine, actually, I believe, a lap down. Actually, 2 laps down. Oh, we got a wreck under caution. What in the world? Behind the campers, it's kind of hard to see. Before, pretty sure the go just goes down almost to 69, just see fogs. And then, oh, there's the car's blinking out. He tries to stop, hits the wall, goes down the track, goes on the brink of the void. Oh, the 30's tag. What in the world? Must have had a blasting issue or just the checkup causing the spin or something. That is weird. See the damage right there on the right rear of 38. As the pace car is in, though, I believe the field is back to green flag nevertheless. These guys are going to get set.
Green flag.
Green flag is out when we hear again from Talladega. On the gas is the 2 of Ryan Worley. All there by Steven 37 run over. Now 501. It's a good run on the outside. Let's see if he can challenge these 2 guys on the inside here. Even on the restart. He's clear of the outside lane. Then the 10 actually drops down behind the 37 machine after being behind the Final One, so that pretty much cost any momentum the Final One machine had. Busy taking away, so the 10 actually is clear. We'll see anybody move up to that top of the lane in front of Brian Wilson. Knowing it's a fast car, knowing it can push somebody probably. If we see anybody jump up there like this 10 machine, if he's a 30, he's clear. That is the question pretty much at this point in time. See the 10 looking right there. He was thinking about it, but decided to head over. Still 9 trailer now behind Will Romer. As they come through the trail here once again to complete lap number 9. Just side by side from 4, nevertheless here. Bobby Hash on the inside, Brendan Wilson on the outside. It's not a 10, it will go up in front of the 501. Interesting timing right there, because usually you do it coming out of the corner because that's the asset lane just to run. And I think you can usually make that run interesting. Doing that, get it off the corner, you can decide to go in the corner. Interesting. I'm ready to do it outside. I'm not sure if it's going to work out for him here or not, but he's going to try it nevertheless. It's a good run out on the outside. Actually, that was a good run. Second, having pushed by Brendan Wilson. They're side by side with try to really get one inside by the stripe. Yeah, that's not lead here is. Oh, the 2's down on the apron. Oh man, a race leader, Ryan Worley, has an issue. So way down, goes to the apron. Maybe has some issue. Maybe just ready to drop in the back. You don't want to get wrecked. Something there. Interesting. Very weird. I'm pretty sure why he got back there, but well, he's got back here. Dobby's racing on the Ace Spears. The number 10 Universe Chevrolet Camaro Z01. He's actually clear of Will Romer, but now the lane boy dropped down. And now the 37 actually gonna fight back. Getting pushed by Bobby Hash. To the outside now, she's getting more cars to the inside. 4 cars on top, 2 on the bottom. As you can see very often at Talladega, but it's happening right now. Down to Ron Wilson. Will he ditch the 10 machine? No, he's not. He's actually going to go down with him. Follow him. To help push him there. back straightaway. Trying to look at it back out of it. Militari's backing out and going to the apron. Maybe not looking away to racing up there. I'm pretty sure. Now both the guys who have dominated this race so far qualified first and second. Now find themselves behind the pack. Jumping behind the pack. So interesting for sure. Now, contact. The 10 and the 8 makes some contact. They hit the wall but managed to save it. Everybody scattered to avoid them. Great job to not cause a 20-car pileup. Interesting. Somebody not able to clear some net code or something there. It was pretty odd the way they came out of the corner and just pretty much wrecked. Alright, take a look now at the replay. The 10 is on the low side, the 8 on the top. It looks like the 10 actually just drives up the track into the 8 machine. Maybe I think he knew he was there. He just, you know, maybe didn't mean to move up the track that much, and maybe didn't you know, think about how close the 8 machine was really to him, and didn't judge it properly. So goes up by the 8 machine. Actually, he did not hit the wall. The 8 did. Probably not very happy about that move, of course. Now his car's all throw up in the back of the pack. For position there. Oh no, this is a bumper hook at 33. Almost getting hooked at 38, but he also manages to save it. Great job of seeing these guys. Great record break, I should say. Turning each other sideways, ripping off the wall, into contact, rubbing racing, but nobody so far this stint, so. And he's currently single follow-up to the top 5 positions. Actually, top 5 cars kind of pull away slightly. That machine on the outside of the 33 just had a great save there going to turn number 1. Let's go hook around with a 38 machine. And then for the corner, cool runner that leads them all. He's looking across there, right there behind him. Go now. just don't look down. There goes that one machine of Jason Cobb getting pushed by 38 machine. Chris Edgebear. Been pretty good so far this season. Won the very first race actually here at Talladega. Pretty sure picked up another win since actually. So out of 5 races, you two-time winner, multi-time winner. Good job, for sure here.
Yep.
38 machine going to push to 99. Going to be right there behind the 80. There's 20 laps in the books here. Oh, there you go. More. Got to run this 2.6 track. It's actually the one that this time by the spread of the first lap run up the ninth. Here's the run on the high side right here. Once again, getting approached by a 30 machine. Actually, from a 30 machine right there. Cars the apron at 30 on the apron. Manages to save it. So far. The woman changes spot once again that time by the straight. Now he almost gets clear of the inside lane. Does he big player drop down? Okay, the 7 machine, the outside wall, he's gonna go into the inside wall as well. Hard contact right there, a lot of damage. Let's see if he manages to save it. I'm pretty sure probably it happened as he just passed back here. The 501, a 4, and a 44, a 12, and a 2 wall, and dropped. We got an 8, got hit there by a 10, now on the outside wall. For the race lead is this group of cars. Continue to work out through the trial for the fleet lap number 23 here. 38, the rear bumper of the one machine. Down in full speed with him, so in the one to go down low. That big gap between him and the 37 and the 37 and 27. So it's now lead a big for the outside lane to get that run as that 37 probably can touch the one machine. Further ahead. Now Chris Edgebear down here. Over the Bentrip splitter, but speed here looks like also got hit under that caution coming to the green flag pretty much, and hit for the floor machine. But no worries for him as he kind of finds himself side by side for a second now. Actually, pretty good machine push for one out to pretty comfortable lead here, and now battles himself. The second actually gets clear of the outside lane, follow him it looks like here. We'll see anybody jumping in front of the 38 machine, try to get that run off the corner. No, look like that will be the case. The 37 though going to look low on the one machine. The one left the bottom open. That's going to cost him quite a few spots here. Pounced on that. And now finds himself on the inside of the one machine for the race lead. Now Dr. Lee actually go underneath him as well to take second spot away. So the one is back in front of the 38 machine here. Gonna cross it. I got the 99 makes a huge move to the outside of the 37. The one goes to the top, 3 wide now for the race lead. Here we tell they gotta come across the finish line. The one machine will take Gavin that time by. The 38 gonna continue to push him there. Very aggressive and good moves. The 38 and not clear of the 99. Now he's jumping down to the middle. Looks like the one goes all the way to the bottom. That'll leave him. It'll cost him some speed here. So 38 can get the run. Pushed by the 99. Have the advantage now. Actually down back straight away. And going into turn number 3. Now we're starting to get moved back to the bumper of the one machine. Pushing back out in front. As they have more cars lined up on the inside lane here. 40 laps to go now. 6 machine, 3 laps down now. Here's the Bob Stanley then by that circuit around the track. Is over 99, goes loose, goes down, and actually throws himself in between that 37 and 30. A very aggressive move, but it paid off for the car. You guys see Fluid Machine going a lap down right there for getting hit by the 10 machine. Tough break for him. Well, let's look at the road course up on his tough one lap down after getting basically wrecked. So it's actually the second pack actually pulling up here with the 7 and 10 to 10, 501 to 6 to 4, 44 and drops all in this cars. So pretty big pack up here. Got a 7 on back here. Actually, he just pitted it for wrecking pretty much there. The 12 to 2 drafting together. How about this battle for the race lead and whatnot? It's deep down. Taking the count off left and the lap. Good run. We got 3 wide from trail earlier. Nobody has wrecked yet so far, so that is good news first. That's one caution that we have to start the race with. Aggressive driving, but not stupid driving. That's the key part. These guys have to put on the show for us every single week. Here is the start. Again, every 5th race will be a different racetrack. As you saw, last week was the 5th race. That was in a short course. 10th race will probably be a mile and a half, or a short track like Martinsville or something like that. 15th race will probably be maybe an actual road course, not a roval, who knows. Maybe an intermediate. Maybe a 2-mile track is actual run, but we're going to go to the outside. Leaves the top. The race lead gets pushed by 99. Donnie Lee. They're side by side. Bobby Ashley trying to pull him here in the back of the one machine, giving him a push and some 8 on the inside. 99 going to try to make it through on the top. Curtis looking for the block it. Tries to go to the inside lane, but it's not going to work here as of yet. It's quite clear he has the 1 last corner panel. Then I look away through turns number 3 and 4. The 1 now searches ahead actually. Number 4. Number 1, Monster Energy Chevrolet. That yellow line, not letting anybody underneath him. Doing a nice job of holding his own. His action 37. Look that side grab just a bit. Trying to get the advantage of the stripe does not do it, but now they're going to try to get the advantage through turns number 1 and 2. Alright, wait, take this down the inside lane. It's not what you need to do if you're on the outside. You want to get a good run. It's a little bit aggressive. It's kind of risky if the guy on the inside does not hold their line, but I think the air off the side of the car or whatnot. It's really rough. Someone down, speed the car up, and it's a win-win for you overall as a whole. Well, come across the finish line this time by complete 30 laps here around Talladega. No caution flag so far, and I'm on like lap 6, I believe it was, so lap 5 actually, so good run so far. This one, let's see if it picks up. Might see if it pit stops, you never know. Almost halfway here, approaching halfway here. Still side by side now, going for the race lead. Almost a record going on, actually. Well, I should check up and do good. Oh, we got a caution flag now, though, on the track. And it must have been a wreck in the second pack. The 6 again tore up with some damage. Along with the pole sitter, Brandon Wilson in the 501 machine. He's all tore up here on the apron, turns number 3 and 4. Take a look now back at exactly what happened. To look exactly what exactly happened. To look now at what happened going into turn number 3. Oh man, a huge incident between the 501 and 4 machine. Looks like the 4 trying to fall in line behind the 501 of Brandon Wilson. Misjudges it just barely. I mean, just barely by inches. Got in the right rear corner panel of Brandon Wilson. Right hooks him up the racetrack. An incredible hit in the outside wall, extremely hard, and they just slide down the track, send them to the racetrack. And while that's happening, the 6 machine at 69 make contact, causes the 6 to get turned sideways. Russ Nash, he manages to correct it, not wreck. But that will still give him quite a bit of damage. He's going to have to probably use a faster pair for it. These guys only do have 2 faster pairs, so it's going to look now what's going to happen between these 2 drivers. Trying to miss the 501 machine who was wrecked on the apron. You see the smoke, tries to check up. Oh, so the 6 just checks up the 69. Pretty much runs him over. Didn't maybe see he was checking up or didn't expect him to check up that much or something along those lines, and that's exactly what caused that. But tough break is a 66 machine along with the 3 have actually both put it behind the wall, by the way. As I'm going to go on board with the 4 machine here. Tries to go over behind him and not get clear. Oh man, it's right hooks. See the cars trying to spin the boy and whatnot in the background. Looks like a dogfight off of pit road. And it looks like it is won by none other than 37 Will Runhammer. It looks like he's actually get that spot. So Will Runhammer and the number 37 machine will get the lead here. But we're going to take it under the first commercial break here. Just past that flag caution, flag number 2 here for Talladega. For race number 6 of the iRacing series. To go right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. Oh, oh, oh. So start ignition, count to zero. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Godspeed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
I'm back live here to race number 6 of the iRacing series, live here from Talladega Super Speedway. I just body back here for only the second restart of the night with a little bit less than 30 laps to go. As we'll run over the field to the green flag, which is flying runaways again from Talladega. It looks like at the finish line, one got that lap, led to 38, pushing him up ahead, actually. Great restart by the one machine of Jason Pop. As the 38 going to push him ahead there. Pretty big shot, actually, on that restart. See the damage to the back of the one machine. Interestingly enough, looks like somebody threw a bolt at the back of his car, and not somebody hit him in the back. But either way, he got pushed here by the 38 machine. Not going to question the iRacing damage model right now. Now the 37 machine will run him. Actually gets pushed ahead by the 30 machine of Bobby Hash. So that put him back out here in the race lead. As currently now going down the front straightaway into the travel. 37 and the 30 both clear on the inside of the Congressional finish line. There's just 29 laps to go now from Talladega. It looks like almost 3 wide back here. The 10, the 27, 99 all shuffling around here. As he ran really trying to push the 4 to 13, actually got his damage fixed under that caution, used his fast to burr. So that helped him out quite a bit. And is now they're going to try to work their way through this field to get back to the front. They're doing so right now. Remember that 2 machine qualified second up front much of this race, but kind of fell back after having some lag issue or black screen issues. The final one, and Brandon Wilson actually still riding back here. He got rail hooked. That's kind of the last caution. He got turned by the 4 machine, so he used one of his fast pairs already. He was just kind of just cruising, not on the race super hard, and chance getting involved in another accident. The 30 looking to try to go in front of the 1 machine, but can't quite do it. It's pretty close. He actually may be able to do it right now if he wants to do so. Drop in front of the outside lane. Looks like he will not do so, actually. He's going to stay on the inside lane behind Will Run Up, stay tipped up behind that Cheez-It Ford Fusion. Gotta continue to race here now. They're continuing to look there as Jason Bob currently leads that train on the outside here. Coming across the finish line once again. Again, it's not quite early enough for people to make super aggressive moves, and you know, obviously, when you see the race lead, you want to go after, you want to get aggressive, make some moves that may cause you to get wrecked. But you know, when the driver's being smart about it, they're gonna think, okay, you know, still always go. Actually, the 37 are coming to block. They're getting a shot by the one machine. Actually, now the one Jason Pop looks to the outside. As I was just saying, drivers not really being super aggressive. 37 threw a pretty aggressive block right there on the one machine. It had a huge run. The one Jason Pop didn't really lift, kind of turned him a little bit sideways. 37 going to save it. No harm, no foul either way. But now the one actually going to get pushed ahead here, it looks like, by the 38 here of Chris Etchebear. Now, can he go clear the inside lane? Yes, he does. Does he drop down in front of the 37 machine? Or does he stay tucked up on the outside like he has most of this race? Looks like he will indeed stay up tucked up on the outside lane. There's the 10 machine also up here, Jay Spears. With the 2 Ryan Worley up here once again. The 30 Bobby Hash on the left for a corner, but a little run. I'm going to be very careful to turn him around. And looks like so far so good. Nothing causing an accident so far here. As this time by our 25 laps to go from Talladega. There's still a long ways off the racing to go. It seems like the one can't really get lined up square behind the one. Actually, he's going to try to look to the outside. 3 wide as the 37 to come to block. The 33 is now they're getting very aggressive. 33 almost hooks the 37 machine. Now the 37 finds themselves getting pushed by the one adjacent Pop in the middle. 3 wide. 30 Bobby Hash and moves in that prime position on the bottom. That's the chance you take is blocking. You go up, you give that inside lane up, and it can very easily cost you the race lead. As now the 37 going to get potentially past here, but the 37 is the one gets a shot from the 10, gets a little bit loose. Very hard racing here. Everybody locked on each other's rear bumpers, very close to getting bumper hooks, but so far nothing has caused an accident yet here. When the season's continuing here, as the 37 are trying to get ahead of the 30 here. With that time by at the stripe, has the advantage. It actually potentially gets cleared as he dropped down in front of the 30 Bobby Hash. Yes, he does. Drops down right in front of that good run Chevrolet. And now that 10 actually has connection issues. That's costing the 1 some time as he wants to get pushed ahead. Oh, the 30 and the 99 almost going up there. The 10 actually going to ditch the 1 adjacent Pop. Goes to the low side. Now the 99 getting aggressive on the rear bumper of the 30. Great job on these guys. The 2 actually, Ryan Worley has more connection issues. I'm sure Jason Pop getting really frustrated. All these people behind him blinking in and out, not really able to push him. As now the outside lane is going to drop like a rock. Actually, it looks like the 2 Ryan Worley actually gets pushed up to the top lane by the 38 of Chris Etchebear. So he's going to drop to the back of this pack. He works his way all the way back to the front. Now fall all the way to the back here once again. He's got a couple of guys back here behind the field, but 37 trying to hold on to the race here over Bobby Hash. And hold off the field behind him. He's done a good job so far here. So we're going to give him a shot here. Actually, looks like he's trying to get some clean air in that nose, potentially. Went to the bottom right there on the apron. Got underneath him, didn't try to pass him. Just try getting some clean air in the nose to cool off his engine. The 10 is right there behind him. Oh, this could get ugly. Oh, man. There's the 30 now, down low, looking at the low. Oh, man, the 37 tries to block, but he's not clear. Oh, the 30 goes on the apron. And they saved it. Oh, my goodness. 30 of Bobby Hash got underneath the 37. She now actually didn't get pushed to the track. The 10 tried to look at his old side. Very aggressive racing down the 4 and the 13 out of nowhere. Was damaged earlier in this run, but now finds himself pushing the 99 machine of Donnie lead to the race lead. Brandon Wilson here pulls to the right hooked in that last caution. He finds himself up against the outside wall, battling for third. Great drive through the field for these drivers. As that went ugly fast, but great save by everybody. 37 tried blocking the 30. The 30 got the run to the inside. Now the 37 actually gets to the inside of the 413 machine. Make it 3 wide for second as Donnie Lee will lead his first lap of the night. So continues to say 3 wide here for third. Excuse me. 37 looks like he's going to get clear of the 413. The 413 falls in behind him and sneaks in front of the 30 Bobby Hash. As now the final one machine, Brendan Wilson, gonna get pushed by Jason Pop through the race lead now on the outside, but does he have the advantage over the 99 machine and Donnie Lee? They're pushing 20 laps to go. So look quickly at your race summary here so far. Had 44 laps completed, 21 laps remaining, of course. It'll be 20 this time by. Had 10 lead changes so far in this one, and it might be another one right here. Row number now goes to the top side, looking to get back to that race lead. He's going to get pushed, not quite ahead of the 99 machine, so that'll not be another, only 2 caution flags so far here, so it's been pretty good. Overall, now the 37 will indeed get clear of the 99 machine. Donnie Lee, but has not dropped down yet as the inside lane seems to be slower right here. He's going to stay tucked up in front of the 501 machine. Brendan Wilson with the 501 trying to dish to go to low, and the 37 goes low, but nobody follows him down there. So now that 501, we're going to push from the 1 is getting pushed by the 38. They're going to get pushed up ahead here of this outside lane. So now we're through the way through the corners of turns 3 and 4 on the outside. Gonna get the run out of turn 4 down the straightaway. Gonna carry that momentum through the trail. But will the 501 lead his first lap, being back up here at the front of the pack? And let's see, now the 37 will run. I'm gonna look at that time by. Remember, repulsive 501 machine, but it's been pretty rough night since the accident, since he dropped in the back. Not sure if it was intentional, if he tried avoiding the wreck or what. But he was leading the race, or towards the front of the race. I think he was stuck on the inside lane. He's on the 99. It's very out of shape there. It's a little bit squirrely. He manages to correct it. And then the 1 glued to the over the 501. You're very careful not to turn him around sideways. But so far, so good. Aggressive racing. Sorry for me not being able to keep up with this all. It's a loss for words right now. Trying to ramble on. But now Will Rummer takes back the lead into his command once again here. But a lot of these guys run up front each and every single week, like that 501 machine of Brendan Wilson, the 1 on Jason Pop, 38 Chris Etchepair, Bobby Hash, Jeff Spooner as usually towards the front, Cody Trudeau, Ryan Worley. He's showing he has speed in this race. You know, he's in his first career start, so of course a lot of these guys a front winner each and every week. Is down the 99, all the way up over the 37 machine. Here goes that 413 up on that top side. He pushed by Brendan Wilson, actually. Edges out the 37, entering turn 3 there. We're going to see what happens here. Come up turn 4 if he gets the run or not. Hard Gartsta in that Jegs Ford Fusion. Going to go against the Cheez-It Ford Fusion on the inside lane as it's drag race through the trail with the 413. And going to get pushed ahead. Lead this time by at the stripe. Lisa jumped in front of the inside lane or stay up here on the top side with the 501. Now looks like he's going to jump down in front of the 37 Will Runhammer. So now 37 going to push you. Actually going to ditch him, go to the top side. It looks like he was going to potentially do that. Now they're going to push him as he was not quite clear to do so. Gart's going to get pushed here by the 37. Going to try to push up ahead here. Try to basically get himself clear of the 501 machine. Ditch the 413 and get himself out. And down the race lead. There's the move right there to the top side. Exactly what I was talking about. This is the game you play Talladega. It's great. This is how you keep yourself on the front. If you get passed by somebody, you get clear of the outside lane and you drop back in front of that guy on the outside and you make your move. And it's basically just leapfrog over and over again. As soon as the 37 is going to make it clear here, if he does, he's going to jump down in front of the 413. The 413 going to play the exact same game, try to get clear of the 501, and the 501, and Brendan Wilson is going to pretty much be a used coffee cup here, and basically just kind of push people to the front, but not actually get himself in that lead, unfortunately. It's the way it's seemed to be going here at the current moment. But Paul Garcelle is sent by once again at the stripe, holding off the 37 will run armor for now with just 15 laps to go. Oh, there's the wreck. We got a big wreck. The 501 machine way up in the air. Looks like many drivers involved. The one Jason Pop. Oh, it hits the 27 as he goes back on the track. The 4 of Cody Trudeau Coat. Everybody, Donnie Lee tore up in a 33 machine, wrecked. A bunch of cars sticking out in this one. My oh my, looks like I started with a 501 machine and chain reaction led to a gigantic wreck here at Talladega. That was wild. The 501 machine climbed up like 4 stories in the air. Oh, the classic bumper hook. Looks like here everybody's aggressively racing on that top side, especially the 501 trying to push the 37 as the ones that are behind him just misjudges it by accident, gets into his left rear corner panel just enough as the 501 chucks up for the 37. And that's just enough to turn Brandon Wilson sideways. He was actually about to save it, potentially. Had it pretty much made. But then, unfortunately, the 99 machine was right there, wrong place, wrong time for Donnie Lee. They make contact, shoot back up across the racetrack, across the nails of the 1, and into the 33 at the same time. And, oh my goodness, he gets launched up in the air. Wild ride for Brandon Wilson. Now, second time in a row, he's got a right hook, basically, into the outside wall. Tough break, and then again, your pole sitter now out of fast pair, so 15 laps to go here, or 10 to go, and go back green, whenever it is. It's going to get pretty interesting to see if he can hang on to that and make it to the end of the race. Tough break for Brandon Wilson. Look, once again here, at the instant, the 1 pushing the 501. 501 checks up to avoid turning the 37, and Jason Pop just gets into him again, gets the 501 squirrely, he tags the 99 in the process, and that's all it takes. And oh my goodness, hard hit, turns the 1 machine around, gets kind of knocked around, sliding down the racetrack, just tags the 27, pretty much made it through the accident, so tough break for him as well. Cody Trudeau Coat involved, and took a line on board with the driver of the Harley Davidson number 4 machine now. Let's see the accident. Oh, it just gets clipped, almost made it through, and just gets hit in the right rear. Oh, that's tough. All but made it through that accident right there. Let's see what exactly happened. Oh, the 27 actually got into the right rear corner panel, trying to avoid a 33 machine, just pretty much right hook, so that's unfortunate. He had them recommend. Oh man, hard hit in the outside wall, lifts the front wheels way off the ground. Had it missed, did a great job. Pretty much didn't, just drove right through it, made it work, but unfortunately that's not the case for the driver of the number 4 machine. This is to 33 now. Taylor Kahn has put it behind the wall. So that's unfortunate to see. The 27 right here. First gets actually hit a little bit, and then he gets hit once again by the 1 machine. So it's hit by 3 times, it looks like. Once again, tough break for all those drivers involved, but most of these guys should be able to use their fast pairs to get back going here. Looks like the 413 at Paul Garks are going to continue to lead the field here at Talladega. See if he can't get an award in here with the driver of the number 4 and a 13 machine. Can I help right there, Paul? This is LCTV guy, copy? Paul Gross, I got a copy? Got a copy there, Paul? Unfortunately, so we can't get a hold of the Jared with the 413 machine, and not get communications with him there, but now we're going to interview, I guess, our second place Jared with number here in number 37 machine. Second best, I suppose. Got a copy there, Will?
Yep.
So, Will, you currently find yourself here in second place. You've led 18 laps here, the most of anybody so far here in this one. With about 10 laps to go or so, I'm going to go back green. What is your plans here to check the victory tonight?
As you've seen so far, I've been pretty aggressive in trying to keep this. It's almost ended pretty badly, but I think it's worked out okay. I think I don't really have a plan. I'm going to try to get an okay start on the outside if I can, but if I can just try to get some help without wrecking, that would be good. Hopefully I can get the win.
Yeah, and of course, as we count down our laps, the intensity going to probably pick up here, and the aggressiveness out of the guys are in and around you. And it seems like so far in this race, it's pretty much been a game of leapfrog. You know, the guy the inside behind the leader kind of goes to the top side, gets a run, drops down, and then the guy behind him gets a run, goes to the top side, drops down. It's kind of a game that you continue playing and swap lead back and forth. Do you feel like that's going to maybe continue on here for a little while, or do you see maybe getting more through wide, or maybe even some wrecks ensuing here?
Yeah, you're definitely right about the leapfrog. I was doing that a lot, blocking to stay in the lead. I hope I didn't add with that. But coming to the green here, I don't think I'm really going to be able to do that strategy without getting straight up. Everyone is going to be fun. It's all take and no give anymore. Kind of aggressive. I want to also give credit to everyone in this race for being really cool. It's been an awesome one.
Alrighty, well, good luck on the rest of the race here, Will, and your efforts in the race.
Thank you.
That was Jared of the number 37 machine. Will number currently sitting in second place. Again, I mentioned the most of the laps here so far. To look through your running order here so far, Parker Aristar currently first place, led 6 laps so far, started back at 12th position. Will number started third, running second. He's led 18 laps here so far. Bobby Hash started 8th, running third. Jay Spears, I've seen him at the front here much of the night. Started 4th and is currently leading. It's currently in 4th, and that's 4 laps led. It's a triple 4 right here. Cruising Industry Jr., reigning race winner, started back all the way in 13th, and finds himself up into 5th. We saw actually the contact between him and the 810 machine, so I expect them to not really work well together probably here. Joe Spooner started back in 9th, gained 3 positions here so far, up into 6th. Eric Reinhardt started back in 10th, also gained 3 positions, now up and currently in 7th. Ryan Worley started in 2nd, now finds himself in 8th place, but he's been to the back, to the front for most of the night, mostly in the back though, after pretty much missing the. After pretty much having a black screen there and ended up having to go to the apron to get out of the way. It's also led 6 laps so far. Greg Bissoni started 5th. I'm talking about him much of the race, but he finds himself currently here in 9th place, or not bad position at any means. Russ Nash started all back in 16th, so he's getting 6 positions up into 10th. Chris Edgepair started in 11th, currently in 11th, so solid night for him. Your pole sitter, Brandon Wilson, hard hit right there in the outside wall, and that's now 2 back-to-back right hooks pretty much for him, getting right hooked in the outside wall. So tough break for him so far, but looking to turn his luck around here tonight with a win. Currently sitting in P12, it looks like here. Jason Pop, again, actually kind of triggered that wreck by accident. Raced it for lead there, but he's led 13 laps so far in this one. Second most in the laps led anybody, and he's obviously always a contender here at the plate tracks for the win. So expect him to try to get up here and make some noise. Diego Vasquez, underdog, has been towards the front most of the night, but started 14th, and now is currently in 14th. They don't cross it. Jesse Fox, Donnie Lee, Gonzalez got involved in the accident, but he's also been towards the front. He led 2 laps so far, actually, so he's been a front runner. And then Brian Bruiser, last car on the lead lap, but we're going to get set here to go back to the under the green flag here. Guys will line up double file behind the iRacing.com official Ford Mustang pace car, which is going to make a hard left turn onto the safety of pit road, and expect the intensity here to pick up 5 times the amount we saw it earlier. We saw blocking, we saw aggressive moves, 3 wide to the middle, 3 wide to the top. People not lifting and giving a hard push for a bump draft, and expect it to get even worse here as these guys now battle for the win and not just the lead. This is where it's gonna get extremely intense here. I see that already in the race to the 4-13, painting this 37 up the racetrack as the green flag will fly. There it is, on our way here from Talladega. it was like maybe a late, early shift there, but the 37 machine, you saw him kind of check up right there. That 10 actually got into the back of him, causing him some damage. We're going to see if that comes into play here at all. As the 37 now no help from behind as the 10 ditch him, go to the low side. So we're number 10 laps to go. You need a good restart to try to get 10 for this win. That's not going well right now for the 37 machine. Absolutely no help here on the top side. With the sneaky line here behind the 10 of Jay Spears. I think this is the only spot you can actually get into here. You see right there, going all the way to the top side, slow this car down so you can fall in line behind the 10 before that gap gets taken, pretty much. As you see now, he's working his way down in front of the 12 machine, 38 Chris Eschberg right there. Sneaking down in front of Ryan Worley. So single fall actually surprisingly up front now. It's the 30 machine, Bobby Hatch, though, pushing up 413, 9 laps to go now from Talladega. Oh, very close, almost turned him. So 413 kind of chopped him, the 30 wasn't getting back out of it either. 38 trying to make some noise on the top side, but just cannot get anybody to really work with him here. Will the 2 machine go with him? Looks like he will not. So now Ryan Worley goes to the low side behind 12 now. Here comes the 10 machine to the top side. 37 does not go with him though. So now Will Worm going to try to take that position away on the bottom and moves himself up into 4th position. As the 12 going to follow in suit here along with the 2 machine. Now the 4 of Trudel Kilk involved in an accident, now finds himself back up here. Jason Pop as well. Going to try to push this 10 machine up to the front here and make some noise as we get close to the finish of this one. 8 laps to go now from Talladega. Just a reminder, 5 laps to go or less. Caution flag comes out. Race will be under the yellow flag, so we'll wait and see if that's the case here, or if we can have the finish. And again, if they reckon the last lap, though, no caution flag will come out per iRacing, so that's just the way it works. But aggressive driving already, got aggressive pushing all around. It's make turn ugly as the 37 trying to push the 8. But he's got cars in front of him. As the 30 going to try to low side, and the 413. There's no room down there, though. Here's the 37 now, goes up in front of the 12 machine, gotta jump his way up, find his way up into that top lane. Tries to give himself ahead, now the 8 gonna get blocked by the 30. Oh man! How did they not wreck? Bobby Hash blocking cruising into Sheeners. Now the 8 almost gets into the 413 machine as he gets a run. Smartly backs it out. Does a great job not to get involved in an accident right there. It's now the 3 wide for the race lead. And 37 goes around the outside. Oh, this contact, they wreck!
There will be a caution.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they're wrecking again. The 38 gets piled in. The 12, the 30 hard to hit. You saw the 37 right there. Bunch of guys all tore up. And a hard hit. You see the 37 right there. The 99 looks like he got a bit of that. Surprisingly, not a gigantic accident, but a lot of damage to the 12 machine there. The 6 of Russ Nash got up another one. I believe he might be done. The 30 machine of Bobby Hash, he's all tore up. 44 of Jeff Spinners actually on pit road with a lot of damage, along with looks like 413 machine. He was your race leader and found himself on pit lane. So tough break for all these drivers. Once again, I'll bring out now the 4th caution flag of the night. Went green the entire way, and I told you, Tennessee going to get pick up. These guys are going to get a little bit more aggressive in blocking and side drafting and all that sorts of stuff. And exactly what you saw here. So you see 3 wide now for the race lead. Actually, I'll take a look all the way back here before this even happened. And to look now at the 8 and the 30 there going through the tri-oval. You see right here, the 37 goes up in front of 12. The 8 tries to go up and follow him. The 30 tries to go up in front of the 8. He's not clear. There actually be a little bit of contact. The 8 gets a little bit loose. Manages to save it. Actually find a hole down the inside lane. Pushes the 413. Almost turns the 413 right there. All for the 37 to go 3 wide on the top side. And then you see the 30 pinning the 413 and Park Garksta down onto that yellow line. And it looks like he goes down the track. A bit of neck cut actually, it looks like, from what I can see here. And they don't make contact, but iRacing registers contact and gets in the right corner. But 30, the 413, nothing. 413 you can do, nothing the 30 can do. And the 37 right there, wrong place, wrong time as well. And, oh my goodness, another hard hit here. Oh my goodness, he climbed over the catch fence. Park Garksta climbs over the catch fence. Oh my word. It just resets him back to pit road, doesn't it? Holy crap. Good thing this isn't real life, because he would he wouldn't be surviving. That's all I gotta say. Oh my gosh. This is the perfect angle that 30 gets into him. Again, perfect angle hit. Knocks the driver way up in the air, as you see. Oh my goodness. Then the 30 gets hit by the 12 machine T-boned. He gets launched up in the air, Carl Edwards style. And then the 12, his wrecked car, he's trying not to wreck it again. But he actually comes up in front, into the 38 machine. Chris Edgeburn does a great job to miss the wreck, but then it hits the 12 as his car is damaged and he can't really steer. And he hits the 30 into the wall hard. 27 does a great job right there to miss that. It'll make more contact right there. Oh, more contact. Can't get off each other. Oh, the 44 powers in late. Oh my goodness, he came flying in there. Jeff Spooner. Of course, there's nothing you want to see when, you know, you miss an accident and you think it's all over, but then all of a sudden there's more cars wrecked. See everybody trying to check it up right there. Oh man, got loose trying to miss it. And something else actually balled in as well. I believe the 6 was in that accident. And people not braking and slow down enough, I guess. Oh, actually, Spin is trying to avoid it. It looked like he hit anything. Just kind of went for a little loop there, trying to lock it down and avoid the accident. So he's pretty much good to go. But this is going to get wild here. Not many laps left to go now. We race summary so far. It'd be 4 laps to go this time by, which guarantees at least a 2 or 3 lap shootout. So it's going to get pretty well. But I find myself Cruz Hernandez in the race lead. Your reigning race winner from last week. Can he go back to back? That is the question. And we're going to ask him here the very same thing. I was going to get him into the broadcast booth here if possible. Looking. Fortunately, it does not look like he's actually in here. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not actually in the TeamSpeak, so that's pretty unfortunate. We're hoping we get a word with him, but fortunately, we cannot do that. But now, I guess we might as well ask ourselves if we have a word in with the second place driver, Ryan C. Riley, in the number 2 machine here. Bring the bucket now. Let's see if you got a copy.
Yeah, I got a copy.
So, Ryan, I currently find myself in second place here. I've led 6 laps so far, and I qualified in the same position you're currently running, but it sounds like it's some black screen issue or something went wrong there going to turn 1, knocked to the back of the field, and you've been playing catch-up since, and now you find yourself up in the front when it matters most with about 3 or 2 laps to go, and we go back green here. What are your plans on trying to win this race? And I think we were drive back to the front.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. These guys can race, so this could be a lot of bumping. I think we're gonna have 2 to go whenever we come across the line. I'm not sure, it might be 1 to go, but either way, the whole plan is I need people on the top line to push. If they can push, we'll probably make it. If they don't, it's just gonna be me getting left out to dry finishing like top 10. But I just gotta run, gotta hope for the best, and I'm gonna push. This guy below me here, he said he's got 2 wins already this season, and I've got none. So let's get rid of that goose egg.
Well, of course, noting tonight, your first career start here in this series, iRacing series. So, of course, it's a good way to start off is by winning, of course. And, you know, you've been putting yourself in position pretty much all night long. And I find yourself up here in the front again when it matters the most. But with John, the number 2 machine currently in second with 2 laps to go, I think there's something going on here.
Yeah, I started second. I'm in second now, so I guess the only thing I gotta do is take 2 and put it in half and get a 1.
And of course, quick now here, you know, of course, iRacing does not throw the yellow here on the white flag, so, you know, we go back to green with 2 laps to go. We only have that 1 lap for wrecks to cause like a yellow before we have the 1 lap shootout where anything goes pretty much per iRacing rules. So, do you feel like we will have the caution come out in this first lap here, or the restart, or do you feel like we will go to the end here, green flag?
I think we'll go to the green flag because whenever you're building up speed, it's harder to wreck and wreck big enough. I think if there's a wreck, it's going to be at the finish, and that's what I put my money on, or the back straightaway before the finish.
Alrighty, we wish you the best of luck here, Ryan, and your efforts to win the race here tonight.
Yeah, I hope you didn't curse me by doing that.
Well, I mean, you guys get to find out, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm going to be knocking on my wood here. See ya.
Alright, yeah. broadcasting interview course continues. Maybe. Part 2. Soon to come. But the iRacing, lights are out on the iRacing.com official Ford Mustang pace car, if I can speak correctly. They're about to get back in the green flag once again. 2-lap shootout here at Talladega. Could get extremely wild. Will we see the caution flag come out on his first lap of the restart? Driver number 2 machine thinks not, but you never know until it's over. So, I mean, we could always work on the restart for all you know. It's happened before, so it's potentiality. Don't, you know, this is go time. Absolutely. You see the 12. The 12 machine is running the wrong car here. He brought a modified to a stock car race. Oh, that's pretty funny to see. Of course, I'm sure he's not very happy about it, but at this point, if you have a car, you're in contention, because it's Talladega, anything can happen, honestly. I mean, everybody could wreck in the last lap, and you could just be in the right position, not get caught with the wreck because you're so far around the field with a damaged car, and you're good to go. So, he's looking for a top 10 finish, actually. I think he's currently riding in, he's currently running in 10th place, so currently in the top 10 with that looking race car. I mean, it's possible. He's not going to be very fast. He may have to get away here on the initial start, but if it is not entered in the caution, it ends in a green flag, you might just see that 12 machine get a good finish here, and that'd be pretty funny to do so. And absolutely no front end or hood on that number 12 machine, nothing on that car. Back end's even tore up. Not the most aerodynamic thing in the world, but it runs, and that's all that matters at this point in time, pretty much. But 2-time winner this season, 8 machine. I made a mistake earlier by accident, saying that the 1 machine has only won twice this season. I took the back. Cruising Andy Jr. has won twice this season, including last week, most recently, at the Charlotte Road Course. Now, completely different race. Check out Talladega. He finds himself in the race lead here, leading the field to the green flag in the restart zone here for a 2-lap shootout for the finish of the year. Talladega, of course, he wants to see the caution flag come out here in his first lap, as long as he's in the race lead here. And it's pretty much going to come down to whoever's in that second row who can push that front row. As you see the 10 right there behind him. The green flag is out in awareness again from Talladega. As the 2 does not get a great race on the outside, that's going to cost them a good shot here. As actually the 4 are going to go way behind. He's actually going to fall in line here behind the 1 of Jason Popson. No help for Ryan Worley. As the 10 now pushing Cody Trudeau, Cruising Andy Jr. to the race lead. Now the 2 going to sneak in here behind the, in line behind the 1 machine potentially. It looks like he's going to do so. And so far, no accident as of yet. There's the 12 machine out in the back there. As now there's the 10 machine going to get pushed by the 1 of Jason Pop. They're going to go towards the front. The 2 ditches them. Goes to the low side. Going to try to push the 8 here of Cruising Andy Jr. Side by side. He turns number 3 and 4. So the final opportunity for a caution flag to come out. Because once you see that white flag, the next flag ends it. Checkered flag. That's the only flag that can actually end this race, because there'll be no caution in the last lap. The 10 of Jay Spears has the lead here, coming across the finish line. Lead the field to the white flag here from Talladega. One more time around. Can the 10 of Jay Spears hold on to the 8, get back-to-back wins here, and win 3 times out of 6 races, win half the season so far here? Courtesy of the help of first-timer Ryan C. Worley, as they're currently going down the back straight over here. Drag race on the back. Chevy versus Chevy. The 2 going to try to push the 8 to all he's worth. The 1 Jason Pop doing the same thing. The 10 tries to go down and block the 8. He gets clear. He manages to make the move. Now can the 8 do something about it? Can he get in front of this 1 machine? Yes, he will. Does he go up in front of him? Yes, he does. Now it's the 10 trying to block. They're going almost 3 wide now. As they're now side by side coming across the finish line. The 8 on the outside, the 10 on the inside. He's going to get it. The 8, they're wrecked coming across the line. And Cruising Andy Jr. wins by 9 1/1000ths of a second and wrecks after the finish line as they all junk it. Ryan really called it, but oh my goodness. Cruising Andy Jr. is a race winner here tonight from Talladega. What a finish. Oh my goodness. That was wild. 9 1/1000ths of a second. Cruising Andy Jr. is a race winner from Talladega. Doesn't get much more crazy than that. For sure. We have to go back at this finish here from Talladega in the iRacing series. That was incredible. I looked at the 10, honestly, had it. I didn't think he was actually going to get a good enough run to capitalize on it since the one to the outside, 3 wide. It didn't look like he was going to have a shot, but he got the push by pretty much pushed the 8 machine to victory by far, and that's what happened here. You see that 2 going through the middle, 4 wide, coming across the line until the 4 ends up hooking the 2 into the 10. Is actually what probably gave the win to the 8 machine right there. Was that hook? I mean, it was going to be extremely close, even closer than what it actually was. Had the 10 not gotten hooked right there, coming across the line. What a finish from Talladega. It would have been even closer, honestly, though. Not even lying to you. That would have been even closer had the 10 machine not gotten hooked right there. But either way. What a finish here from Talladega. So go on board now for this one. And the rest of the line. And they all wreck after the fact, but I honestly wonder if he didn't get hooked, that would have been even closer. Which is nuts, because I didn't even think it could get much closer than that, but see this surge, this is the benefit of having that start finish line move further ahead for, you know, a guy trying to get the lead here. You can see that he's getting pushed ahead. He's gonna maybe potentially have it. It looks like he would have still gotten the win either way, but the 10 tries to come up, block the 2 who's trying to go to the middle and gain positions, and the 2 accidentally hooks the 10 coming across the line, and that's the finish here. What a finish, my goodness. As the 8 machine cruising energy are gonna burn them down here from Talladega. Celebratory fashion for sure. As we're taking a quick step away here, get some things set up here to get interview with the top few finishers here tonight from the Wild and Crazy Talladega Super Series. So we'll take a step away. Be right back for the post-race show here on LSC TV of the iRacing Series, race number 6, Talladega.
Bradley, and already you saw his face beautifully plastered on the hood of that machine. He comes away not only as the winner tonight, but with the championship comfortably in hand after issues came to the 07 of Howard Weaver. Second place.
Mike Lavert at Talladega Super for post-race coverage here for the iRacing East Series. Of course, brought to you by Express Auto Salon, along with DCH Cram, with the official partners of the iRacing East Series. Awarded now your top few finishers here from Talladega. First up, your third place finisher, Ryan C. Worley, in his first career start here. I'm Brother Barker's booth now.
Nudging each other.
Got keep it there, Ryan?
Got ya.
So, Ryan, you're coming across the finish line in a complete wild mess, and I got to hand it to you. You actually called it right there, the wreck coming across the line, and certainly it happened there. And you pick up a third-place finish in the process. Couldn't push across the finish line 4 wide there for the finish of that one. Just stuck with the push there to the 10 machine, then you kind of try to get every position you can there. Beat the 4 machine by 3 thousandths of a second for that podium spot, trying to get that position. Just talk about the craziness there and trying to push people up ahead and trying to get yourself in position in the battle they always do over to the finish line.
I was just talking down there with the 8 car about the start that we both we kept edging each other a little bit, and so we ended up completely just jumping that start, and that destroyed the top line. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have to get down to the bottom and try to make something happen now, and that let a lot of cars pass me. So I was like, oh, I figured from that point I wasn't gonna win unless we had like a last lap of that preseason race in Bonehead. So I figured I was done at that point, but getting to the end there, I'm like, hey, there's still a shot here if these guys wreck. And I got up behind that 10 car, and I was like, okay, I'm going to just shoot for the middle here and hope maybe something works. And I didn't third. I thought I was actually in fourth still. So, yeah, that was crazy finish, and it was just, Talladega, you got to push for it at the end.
Yeah, and of course, that part was pretty much a game changer was that move you actually made, and it kind of gave the win actually to the 8 machine since the 10 didn't have any draft behind them, and obviously the contact there coming across that finish line. Do you feel like the 10 came up into you? Do you feel like you got contact from the 4? Just stuck with the contact there that kind of shaped it, made the finish not quite as close as it maybe would have been, but just stuck with the contact there coming across the line.
Yeah, actually, I think that contact coming across the line made it even closer of a finish, because I think the 10 was about to win, and then I accidentally wrecked him. But no, what it was is me and the 10, we were just racing there, really, and I was like, okay, I got to get up top if I get a finish here. And so I just moved up top, and both of them just squeezed on me at the same time, so I just had to, just keep driving, and he's the one who got me first, so that's really what happened with that.
Alrighty, well, a special shout out to thank you sponsors. I want to thank you for your first career start here and a third place finish to back it up.
Well, I got to thank all these guys in the field. They were amazing at racing. Will there, he'd been leading most of the race. I feel bad that he finished so bad. It's like we literally flip-flopped there at the end. But no, he was helping a lot in the race. Me and him are good friends. We go to school together. And I also got to thank the good Lord above. He's the one who forgave me my sins, and I don't think anybody else around here can do that for you. So, also wanted to thank, it's not a very big logo, I just threw it on before the race, but Mountain Air, I threw that on there. I don't know if any of y'all know what that is, but it's the virtual airline I fly with, and they're very good guys, great group of guys to fly with. Not a lot of us, but every single one of them, you get to know them quite well, so gotta give a shout out to them too. I'm done with all my shout-outs.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on a third place finish. Either way here, Ryan, and have a good night.
Thank you for broadcasting, bud.
Yep, no problem. Alright, that was your third place finish here tonight. It's Ryan Worley in the number 2 machine, and Ira's second place finish to Jay Spears. Came also close to the victory here tonight from Talladega. Jay Spears got a copy.
I gotcha.
So Jay came up just short, unfortunately. 9 1 thousandths of a second, and all comes said and done across the start finish line, and obviously a lot of what ifs there. In that kind of move kind of turn 4 by the 8 machine, and come across the line, of course, to contact, and you're getting turned sideways. Just talking about the race as a whole is you were up front most of the race, made had some issues that knocked you back throughout the race, but still had 5 laps. It was a front runner all race long if it started in fourth. Stuck with the race as a whole and the finish there and what maybe what happened there at the end and gave the win to the 8.
Well, I started off fourth, started out fine. The inside kept checking up real big, and the 7 just slammed on the brakes, and I had to go up the track and avoid him, and I hit the wall, so I had to come in and use a fast repair. The end, I mean, it's Talladega. I don't know. The 8 just made a good move. My teammate was pushing him for some reason, but it's Talladega racing.
Yeah, and of
Try.
course, it looked like honestly there it looked like you maybe had that, and then obviously the 2 of Ryan Worley trying to find a way through the middle, trying to gain as much track position as possible. Do you feel like if you stayed behind you had that, or even if you didn't make contact and get turned sideways, did you feel like you maybe would have beaten or had better odds of beating the 8 across line?
I mean, if he stayed behind me, I probably would have had it, but he's trying to get highest position he can. If he would have stayed behind me, he probably would have had second. So I don't know. I mean, second place, another second place finish, 2 in a row. I mean, just hopefully I can get a win sometime in the future.
A good consistency, of course, and obviously good for the points overall as a whole. And just any special shout outs, thank you, sponsors, and thank you to bring home to a near victory, but either way, a good, solid second place finish here tonight.
Yeah, just trying to get another win. Thank you to my crew guys. That repair was super fast. UniFirst on my car. I painted that, so it's kind of cool. But that's about it. Thank you for broadcasting, man.
Yep, for sure, and that green and white colors look good up here in the broadcast booth. And anyway, congratulations on second here tonight, and have a good night.
You too.
That was the driver of the number 10 machine here tonight, Jay Spears, riding home just short in second place, and now your race winner here, Cruz Jr. for the second week in a row. And I'm going to now. Got a camera there, Cruz?
Yeah.
So, Cruz, you ended up with back-to-back victories here, and now 3 out of 6 races you've brought home the checkered flag and brought it home in P1. Absolutely wild to finish there. Talladega gets crazy at the finish, and 9/1000ths of a second the margin of victory here tonight between you and the 10 machine. Just like with the final surge there coming out of the trioval in the push there by the 4 machine, and everything that kind of led up to that final lap move you made coming off turn 4, and the push there when it mattered the most right at the last second.
Honestly, I had to watch this replay like 3 times because once we hit that restart, I just completely blanked out. I'm like, literally had the mindset of I don't have nothing to lose. I'm not going to put those aggressive blocks. I'm just going to let the momentums go wherever it goes. And after watching it a number of times, I just sensed where the momentum was going. Like I knew the 10 was essentially, if we got cleared past the 2 on that restart, which I knew was going to happen, he was just waiting from the push from the 1, and essentially that gave him the momentum to go on the outside of me so they can start, getting that outside line going. And I'm like, well, I'll just settle in for a top 3 or behind these guys. And I don't know, the 2 just decided to come tuck in behind me and start start pushing me. And I was like, okay, we have something going. And then sure enough, going into the last lap, the 10 and the 1 were just outside. I'm like, all right, whatever happens, happens. And once I saw the 10 clear me midway through the backstretch going into 3 and 4, I'm like, well, I just got to watch out where he's going to be blocking. And I was surprised with the surge I was getting out of 4 because I didn't think I'd be clear of the 1. So I just decided to push on up, take that momentum that the 1 was gonna give me. He just decided to ditch me, but the 4 was like, nope, I'll ditch you and I'll just push the 8. And thank God for that push, because man, I did not think that push was gonna give me that victory. But watching it, it's just I'm speechless. And to be back-to-back victories, it's crazy. but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
For sure, and obviously, I gotta admit, looking up here in brackets, but looking at the 10 pretty much had it secured under the trail there, especially with the one gun up there trying to make it 3 wide, and then, the 4 last minute effort pushes you ahead, the 2 kind of ditches the 10, and it just works out perfectly that you should finish out on top here tonight. Again, back-to-back victories, one last week at the Charlotte Road Course, completely different car, completely different track. How does it feel to now have one half the races running this season?
Feels pretty good. Like I've never really, I rarely run the Gen 6 car, and I'm trying to think like, have I even won in this car? And I think this is probably my first ever victory in this car. So to win it in this league, it's pretty cool, especially with that finish that we had there coming to the end. I'm happy. I can't thank DCH Crane for sponsoring this league, Express Auto Saloon for helping out with the league, because this league has been a lot of fun. The 3 starts I've had, 3 victories. I can't complain. It's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait for next week's race.
Yeah, of course, the race as a whole, we only saw about 5 or 6 cautions, I believe, if my count is correct, and out of 65 laps, Talladega, that's pretty nuts for sure. Of course, being at Talladega, you led 6 laps, you weren't really a front runner until the end there, started back in 13, so gained 12 positions overall, net gain at there at the end. Any special shout-outs, any other shout-outs, and thank yous, Mikey, for that bringing home the victory lane.
Yeah, I want to actually shout out to my new sponsor, Coronado Island Brewery, for coming on board. They're literally the best brew out down here in San Diego, so if you ever get a chance to taste it, give them a shot, but drink responsibly.
Alrighty, well, congratulations once again here on the win. Back-to-back times in 3 of the 6 races run this season. Not for you, but for the league as a whole. Just congratulations on the victory once again, and have a good night.
Thanks, man. You too.
That'll do it for interviews here tonight, and for us as well. Looking at your race results top to bottom. Cruising Machine picked up the victory 9/1000 of a second over second place. Shea Spears came up so close there, and nothing. It didn't work its way there at the end, fortunately for him. But Ryan Worley, his first career start, he finishes in 3rd. Curtis Chilcote in 4th. Jason Pop did across it. Brendan Wilson, Diego Vasquez, Bobby Hash, and John the number 7 machine, Brian Broussard, finishes out your top 10. And then finished 11th tonight. Russ Nash, full number in 12th, ran up front all night. Fortunately, he's not got the finish to show for it. Danny Lee going to finish in 3rd, also 13th, another front runner as well. Greg Massoni, 14th. Chris Etcheper, 15th. Eric Reinhardt, 16th. Jesse Fox, 17th. Jeff Spinner finishes it out in 18th. Paul Gargsta, 19th. And Taylor Khan rounds it out 15 laps down in 20th. 21st, Scott Leitner and Brad Mashburn finishes at 58 laps down in 22nd. And that's it for us tonight. Amazing, absolutely amazing finish. Appreciate you watching here tonight, as always, on a lovely Friday night. Make sure you tune in to Sunday night. Ashton Motorsport Xfinity Series heads to Phoenix International Raceway once again, 2nd time this season. As we need close to the end of the season, only 2 races remain in season 1 of the Ashton Motorsport Xfinity Series. So make sure you tune into that 8:30 p.m. Eastern time again on Sunday. So make sure, again, watch that. Also, quick note, make sure to remember that that's at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, as at 7 times changes the clocks back an hour. So make sure you tune into that. As always, Tuesday night, again, new league that will come on starting November 27th. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern for those as well. It seems like an 8:30 p.m. Eastern is a thing. And of course, next week here on LCTV as well, the iRacing Series, race number 7. So again, appreciate y'all watching here tonight. LCTV, have a good night.